Well, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, the SV650 is up and running. I got license plates on it, so everything's good. The tires are on. The rear brakes still don't work for shit, so I can't use those. I rode it up here to this parking lot, and the rear brakes don't work at all. If I step on them, nothing happens. So we're gonna have to address that matter later. Also, it's cold as hell outside. Well, it's cold as hell for North Carolina anyway. I'm definitely not dressed for it. I just wanted to take it out for a quick spin. Definitely not dressed for the weather, but at least I got a big coat and some gloves on. But these things are useless in the wintertime. And we'll see how it goes, and I'll give you my first impression of this bike and what I think about it. But just real quickly, riding up here, I can tell you that these mirrors are absolutely useless. I get a great view of my elbows, and that's about all I get. And another thing I noticed that I didn't really even pay attention to until I started looking down, that I'm used to having a gear indicator. I guess I'm spoiled. This bike doesn't have a gear indicator, so I have no clue what gear I'm in unless I pay attention. All my other bikes have them. But you know, back in the day, they didn't used to have that. It wasn't until a few years ago that it was pretty much a standard thing. So I guess I just got to remember what gear I'm in. But these mirrors suck. I can't see anything. I got to like move my arm down and lean over to look in the mirrors. They suck. They're terrible. You might as well not even have them. It sounds real good. For stock exhaust, it sounds really good. At least I think it's stock. The seating position is pretty good. My legs are up kind of high. They're kind of almost sport bike-ish. The handlebars are good. Lean forward ever so slightly, a little bit more than the XSR 900. And the bars aren't as wide as my XSR 900. Which, I don't know, good or bad, whatever. It's not crazy powerful. I gotta take it easy because these tires are brand spanking new. But it's got pretty good get up. It's not bad. I'm gonna romp on it a little bit more when it gets a little warmer outside, because I'm definitely not dressed for this and it's cold as hell. But it gets up on down the road. It's definitely doesn't tear your face off kind of speed. But I think it's fun. If nothing else, it gives you a little fun factor. That was a little second gear pull. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very nimble, very agile, and especially with these Michelin Road 5s, I gotta say these Michelins are awesome. They feel great. They turn in real good. I mean, the bike is very flickable, very nimble. Doesn't feel like you got to fight it. It turns in real nicely. And these Michelins feel like they're very stable. And let's see. I keep wanting to use my back brake, but I got to remember that it doesn't work. So there's that. But I tell you what, this thing's got some good low-end grunt. The other thing I noticed it doesn't have is a slipper clutch. When you're used to having a slipper clutch, it's nice. But when you downshift in this thing and you're at high RPM and you drop that clutch real quick, it'll let you know that you don't have a slipper clutch. Which is this last corner we just turned. It pretty much reminded me, because the back end, I could feel the back tire just about to lock up. And I wasn't even that aggressive in the downshift. So remember, no slipper clutch on this thing. Other than that, it's got 11,348 miles. And it's a 2006. So it's not too shabby. Not a lot of miles. For 14 years old, this thing basically, what is that? Averaging of... let's see, I'm trying to turn and do my math here. Less than 1,000 miles a year. Not bad. Not bad at all. I guess the previous owners didn't really ride very much. Look at these houses. Oh my God. That's what I need, a 3-car garage. That's what I wanted, but money just didn't let me do that. But anyway, this thing is pretty torquey. The guy I got it from, he said one of his friends rode this bike and he was doing wheelies on it, which I believe it, because it's got quite a bit of torque right off the bat. Let's do a little run here. Okay, so it gets up down the road. It's not bad. It's no XSR 900, let me tell you, but it's pretty fun. I think this is a fun bike to just tool around on and have a good time, but I do notice you got to keep the RPMs up a little high. So I think this is second gear at what, 6,500 RPM, and it revs up quick. I mean, you should see that needle shoot up real fast. It's pretty quick. Let's see, third gear. Even third gear has a nice little pull on it. It's not bad at all. I don't like this dash. I think it's pretty ugly, but you know, for the time, 2006, I think that those are pretty standard on every bike. Let's see, these got these ugly orange turn signals that most every motorcycle had, especially in those days. Same thing on the back. These mirrors, you know, they look all right, but they don't serve a purpose. But it's not bad. Bare bones minimum, like it was back in the mid 2000s. Obviously, no rider aids whatsoever. Not even a slipper clutch. No ABS on this thing, so you can lock it up. And we'll test the ABS function later, or I should say the lack of. But today it's just really cold out. I didn't really want to go very far because, like I said, I'm not dressed for the occasion. I just wanted to take it out for a real quick spin and see what this thing's all about. See how it handles. The clutch is not adjustable, and for me personally, it's out a little far. It's when I have my hand on the handlebar and I put my fingers out, the very tip of my 2 middle fingers are the one that's touching. So I got to kind of roll my hand forward to grab a good handful of clutch. The brake is adjustable, so that one's okay. Maybe I should have got new levers, but who knows. There's a little fourth gear pull in it. I'll tell you, this thing does get up pretty good. Now, when I finish scrubbing the tires in, then we're going to test this wheelie function as well. See if this thing can wheelie, which I heard it does. And you see other people out on the SV650 doing wheelies, so hey, I guess it does, huh? And then we'll test the ABS function as well. Check, make sure that that's not working, because it doesn't have one, which is cool. It's cool. It's got a hell of an engine brake though. When you let go at you know, anything above probably 5,000 RPM, it's got a hell of an engine brake, and it does dive you forward a little bit. But I kind of like it, and I like that sound that comes out of it when it does. Miraculously enough, the fork seals look great on both sides. No leaks or anything, so pretty happy about that. We still have to do the spark plugs and the air filter and fix that rear brake. Find out what's up with that. And then, oh yeah, and the bar ends. Got to put some bar ends on it. If I can find some cheap levers on Amazon or eBay, I might go ahead and get some cheap levers, but they got to be cheap. I'm not spending a bunch of money on it. Not like the XSR. For the XSR, I got those CRG levers, and I think they were like $100 a piece. I'm not putting that kind of money into this thing. And but I think it's a fun bike to just tool around on. And part of me says, it's not for me. But I tell you, this thing's kind of cool. I do like it. It's fun to ride on it. And yeah, that's my take. Again, I don't really like this setup here. And they make aftermarket dash gauges. Is it Viper or something? I can't remember the name of that company that makes a gauge cluster. You can get it on Revzilla for like, I think 150, but you have to do some wiring and whatnot. I don't think I want to go through all that, so I think it's just going to stay the way it is. It would be kind of cool to change up the front end a little bit. Maybe an LED headlight bulb, but you know, I don't really plan on riding this thing at night, so I don't think it really matters. And by the way, I just thought of it, but you know, like when you let go of the handlebar, it stays straight. There's no vibration. So the steering head bearing is good. No issues there. I don't hear any knocking, don't feel anything in the handlebar. It feels real good. So here's a nice second gear. I tell you, it ooh, little slick spot there, some mud. It feels great, and I gotta tell you, these Michelins are awesome. I would consider buying these for the XSR next go around. My friend John has it on his bike, and my friend Dana had it on his previous bike, the one he just sold. And by the way, my friend Dana just traded in his Kawasaki Concourse 14 for a 2013 FJR 1300. The same nonsense that we have in the garage now, but he got a really good deal on it. It's a real low miles. If I remember correctly, it's got, I don't know, 7,000 miles or something like that. But it's a 2013, so pretty good. Again, that guy probably rode it about 1,000 miles a year, and it looks great. So I'm happy, and this bike is cool. I like the sound of it. And at first I thought, well, it's gonna sound like shit with the stock canister, but believe it or not, it's actually pretty good. I kind of like it. It's got that nice V-twin rumble to it. So I like this bike. It's pretty fun. I think it'll be fun to just kind of play around with it and just kind of tool around with it, do really nothing. I think it'll be great. So the other thing I forgot is the kickstand. I need to put the kickstand and take it off, and grease it up a little bit. Otherwise, this thing looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nice scrubbing in on the tire here. Still need to put some miles on it. But like I said, this exhaust is looking good. Looking good, sounding good. So I'm happy. I think it rides real good. I think it rides real nice. So anyway, that's my take on the my initial take on the SV650. If you have any questions about it, let me know. Leave it in the comments below, and hit that like and subscribe button, and you'll see more videos coming out about this bike. And then of course my XSR 900 as well. And then the new bike is in the works. I'm still being a cheap ass and just trying to find that right deal, but it's in the works. So we'll see what happens with that, and hopefully soon, hopefully real soon. Anyway, stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.